While we may debate at length on what gives a business that competitive advantage, we know for certain that it's productivity that most companies find to be the real challenge. My name is Ocean Halberg. I'm a product specialist for Sage CRM here in sunny South Africa, and I'm going to show you that the key to productivity is not only choosing the correct application, but also using the shortcuts. Now, nobody wants to use long, laborious processes when there are more efficient methods of achieving the same result. And while others are trying to focus on doing more, you should be focused on having less to do. For the next half an hour or so, I'm going to show you how to turn your business into a powerhouse of productivity. I'm going to start off by doing a presentation introducing you to interactive dashboards, and then we'll go through designing a dashboard to show you something useful.
In this presentation, I'll introduce to you the basic Sage CRM interactive dashboard elements and functionality. The Sage CRM Interactive Dashboard is a personalized and configurable workspace that allows the user to design and control what information they would like to have quicker access to. Let's have a look at the contents of the session. We'll be covering an introduction to the interactive dashboard, the dashboard screen elements, the rights required to create dashboard templates and dashboards. Then we'll be going on to discuss the options available for a dashboard layout. We will then take a look at the gadget properties, and finally the various types of gadgets. After the presentation, we'll go through the designing and creation of a dashboard. Interactive dashboards were introduced in Sage CRM version 7.0 and have since become a very popular productivity tool. With the ability to access multiple business sources at once on a single screen allows easy access to data analysis and at a glance. Users are also able to respond faster to customer queries by connecting multiple gadgets for a more dynamic, comprehensive view of their customer data. They essentially remove the need for users to switch between screens to access relevant data, and therefore enhance productivity. The interactive dashboards run on the Apache Tomcat service, which is installed during a new Sage CRM installation or when upgrading from a previous version of Sage CRM. My colleague Conrad Rue will be sharing more about Tomcat as well as a number of troubleshooting tips and tricks later on today, so please stay tuned for that session. Okay, let's have a look at the dashboard screen elements. The area within the blue border is known as the dashboard workspace. This encompasses the dashboard control bar as well as any gadgets. The area in red is the control bar, and would allow the user to select a dashboard from a list of available dashboards. It also gives the user the option of creating their own gadgets, dashboards, and templates. The area in the green border is known as a gadget. Gadgets feed data from multiple data sources, both from within Sage CRM or from external sources, thus making the data easily accessible on your dashboard workspace. Numerous tasks and actions may be performed from a gadget, such as capturing a lead, opportunity, or even a customer service incident. The workflow may also be progressed from one stage to another within a gadget. Creating templates and dashboards. As an administrator or info manager user, the user will have the ability to create, modify, and assign S-data feeds and templates. These users are also able to create and modify gadget templates. Assigned dashboards cannot be modified by a normal user. However, a copy of the dash may be made and then edited. Sage CRM also offers predefined dashboards for sales, marketing, customer service, and management. System administrators have access to predefined management dashboards that they are able to configure and assign to other users. Creating a dashboard. There are two layout options available when creating a dashboard: the fixed layout and the flexible layout. The fixed layout option has 3-column gadget display, and they are all the same size. Flexible gadget sizing enables a user to reposition and resize gadgets on their dashboard in whatever way they prefer, offering maximum personalization. We will see these later on after the presentation when we create a dashboard. Gadget properties. I'm going to briefly go through these properties seen on the top right hand side of the screen, selecting from left to right. Action. Selecting this option would perform associated action on the gadget. For example, Report, which will drill down to the report search criteria page. This will be demonstrated later on. Link. This option will allow gadgets to be linked to one another, enabling dynamic scrolling. This one being my personal favorite and will also be demonstrated later on. Edit would allow the user to edit the current gadget with the use of the gadget wizard. Enable, disable resizing and dragging. This option fixes the position and size of the gadget and is available only on the flexible layout. Minimize, when selected, will only display the gadget header. Maximize, when selected, would open the gadget to the size of the whole workspace. Close, this option would delete the gadget from the dashboard once selected and may not be undone.
Now let's take a look at the various gadget options within Sage CRM. The first gadget that we're going to look at is the calendar gadget. The calendar gadget allows the user to interact with the calendar in the following ways. The user may open appointments, filter their appointments, add new quick appointments, or simply browse the calendar. The chart gadget on the right allows a user who has access to reports to analyze data at a glance through the use of report charts. The colorful display with drill down and report search capabilities makes the gadget a welcome addition to any dashboard. We will now move on to the list gadget. The list gadget naturally displays a list of grouped records, and the actions available on this gadget include workflow, record, ordering, sorting of columns. What is special about this gadget is the ability to link to another list or record summary gadget to achieve dynamic filtering. This gadget's data sources are reports, saved search, dynamic groups, and saved advanced find. We will be using this gadget when we create our dashboard a little later. The main menu and notification gadget types. With the main menu gadget, a user is able to add a number of CRM or website icons to one gadget, creating a powerful multi-purpose gadget. The notification gadget gives the user the ability to not only view their notifications, but also dismiss or snooze them without navigating away from their dashboard. The record summary gadget type. Record summary gadgets link to list gadgets and supply an additional information on the record as seen in the image. The opportunity had been selected on the left list gadget, and additional information on the opportunity had been shown on the record summary on the right. Website gadget types. The website gadget type. On this gadget, I have used the website gadget referencing Sage CRM community. This is a great site for anything Sage CRM. However, on the demo, we will use another site, so I'm going to show you the setup. There are two methods of creating the website gadget. One is using a content block, and the other is by supplying the site URL. Personalized dashboards. Custom dashboards may be easily created by users and configured with key data. On this screen, a map has been configured on the gadget, offering up-to-date navigation and displaying company locations right within the gadget. One method of creating a gadget may be found on our online help site, help.sagecrm.com. Company dashboards. The company dashboards are located within a company record on the Dashboard tab. The company dashboard filters and displays data to match the company context. A company dashboard template is provided by Sage CRM, and as it is a template, it may be edited by info managers. This template is assigned to all users. Users have the ability to copy the dashboard and edit the copy of the assigned dashboard. It is important to note, once selected, it will apply to all companies until it is changed. S-Data gadget types. S-Data is a technology developed by Sage that enables desktop, server, and web-based Sage applications to communicate with each other, third-party applications, and of course the internet. This ability plays a very important role in Sage integrated business solutions. In the context of CRM, S-Data feeds may be both a supplier or a consumer of data feeds. S-Data feeds up
feeds up-to-date data presented in Sage CRM or other Sage applications in real time. On the screen, you can see S-Data Summary Gadget with the customer details linked to the S-Data list. Customers on hold. Fusion charts on a dashboard. On the interactive dashboard, you can use Fusion charts. They can improve the visual effect of standard reports. Fusion charts include ability to rotate, slice, and print. Fusion widgets may also be added to a gadget. Fusion charts offer a wide variety of gauges and charts, including dial charts, linear gauges, funnel charts, line and area charts, to name a few. All right, so that's the end of the presentation. We're now actually going to go through the demo and create a dashboard to display something useful. Now that we've discussed the dashboards, their layouts, and the various gadgets, we're going to go through and experience in a little bit more detail, as well as create our own dashboard. I'm logging into the system as Susan May, and the reason I'm doing this is because Susan May is an Info Manager user who has the ability to create dashboard templates, to edit, and to assign them. You'll also notice that as we log into the system, the dashboard is the first thing that we see. Susan May's profile under Preferences actually stipulates that she would like to see the dashboard when she logs in. You can see this option on the left-hand side where it says log me into the dashboard. I really like this option because the dashboard for me and a lot of users out there really sets the tone for the day. And managers should take advantage of this and use dashboards to steer their employees onto more productive paths. And you really can create such a powerful productivity tool just by using the correct gadgets. Okay, so let's have a look at the control bar. The control bar allows you to select a dashboard from dashboards that you've already created or dashboards that have been assigned to you. It also has the dashboard options underneath the dashboards, which I'm going to discuss with you in a little bit more detail later. You have the ability to create new dashboards on the fly or by choosing a template. The same for gadgets, on the fly or by choosing a template. You will notice that we have a template button here. Because Susan May is an Info Manager user, she can create templates. You can see here I have S-Data feed templates, I have dashboard templates as well as gadget templates. I'm going to select the dashboard templates briefly just to give you an introduction. You'll notice that the dashboard templates window appears and you can see that I can filter the dashboard templates. I can create a new dashboard template, I can use a user template or use the standard templates. The templates are also categorized by type on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you can see we have the type, the name, the description, as well as the category. We have the modify button at the bottom. We can clone this dashboard template, we can delete it, as well as modify the gadgets. We're going to come back to this a little bit later when we create dashboard templates and assign them. Back to the control bar. On the right hand side of the screen, you'll notice that we have a turn snap off, a print and a help. The turn snap off, I just want to show you what that does quickly. I'm going to move a gadget off center. If I were to turn the gadget snap off, it would stay here until I moved it into the correct position. However, with the snap on, if I were to move the gadget close to the work area, closer to another gadget and to the top, it actually snaps into place, which is great. It just makes things look a little bit easier, a little tidier, and is a bit easier to manage. We have the print button, which is also a great feature because this comes in really handy when you have a meeting, for instance, and you just want to take your dashboard with you. You can come in here and basically print out the dashboard and go into that meeting prepared with exactly what's on your dashboard, which is really, really powerful. I'm just going to close this off here, cancel that, and close that window, and back to our dashboards. Okay, so that's basically the control bar. I'm going to select a dashboard now. Let's have a look. I'm going to take my team sales dash. I'm going to take that there. I actually want to delete this dash. So what I'm going to do is go to a different dash, because you can't edit or delete a dash if you're in it. So I'm going to go and I'm going to select the welcome dashboard. And then I'm going to go straight back into the dashboard options, select my team's sales dash, and you'll notice now I have the ability to copy, modify, or delete it. In this instance, I'm going to delete it. So I'm just going to show you how to delete. You just basically select it and hit the delete button. Set OK, and the dashboard is now gone. I'm going to close that and go back to the dashboard list. You'll notice I have sales dashboard as well as the welcome dashboard. Okay, setting a default for a dashboard. You basically select the dashboard and then go to your dashboard options and select the set as default option. So select it over here and then select the set default option. Okay, I'm going to close that now. And I'm going to go and discuss the welcome dashboard with you. The welcome dashboard should be the first dashboard that a user should see, should no dashboards either be assigned or if the user hasn't created a dashboard. The welcome dashboard also gives an indication of what may actually be achieved through the dashboards. You'll notice that Sage has actually given the user various insights into products through the video channel. It's also directed them to various help channels as well as customer information. We're just about ready now to go ahead and create our dashboard. So I'm going to take you through to the control area or the control bar, and we're going to have a look at templates. And the reason I'm selecting a dashboard template is because I would like to assign this dashboard to Kylie Ward. I'm going to select template and I'm going to select dashboard templates. The dashboard templates wizard appears, and I'm then able to select whether I want a template, a user, or a new dashboard. I'm going to select new. The properties on the left-hand side, or the right-hand side rather, gives me the ability to choose the layout that I would prefer, and I'm going to select the flexible layout. And I'm going to give it a name of Oceans CS Dash. I could give it a description if I wanted to, and I'm going to give it the category of Team Dashboards. When I hit save, the dashboard will load onto the left hand side. You can see it there, Oceans CS Dash, and then I have the ability to modify, clone, delete, or modify the gadgets. You'll also notice that the assigned users has now appeared on the top. I'm going to click modify gadgets. You'll notice that the gadget has now the dashboard has now loaded. I am then able to go and add new gadgets. I'm going to say I would like to create a gadget, and I'm going to select my calendar, which I think is a great addition to any dashboard. I'm going to say my diary and give it a title of my diary, and just move it up so we can see, and hit finish. It will now load. I'm going to go ahead and create other gadgets to the dashboard. The first one I'm going to select is create gadget, and I'm going to go down and create a website gadget. The wizard comes up and asks me for the URL. Now, seeing as this is a customer service gadget, I'm going to actually add some help capabilities into the dashboard. I've gone to the Sage CRM help and I've selected the URL, and I'm going straight back into the gadget wizard. I'm going to paste it in, and I'm going to say next. It's going to ask me for a name, and I'm going to say CRM help, and I'm going to hit finish. I'm going to leave the gadget on the left hand side while I continue populating the other gadgets. I'm going to select another gadget, and this time I'm going to select a notification gadget, because I like to see my notifications rather than just having a number appear on the top. I'm going to call it my notifications. I don't have to give it a description. I think the name says it all, and I'm going to hit finish. While that's populating, I'm going to go ahead and select a list gadget. So create gadget, and I'm going to select list. it's going to come up and ask me, well, what entity would you like to base this gadget on, or this list on? As it is customer services, I'm going to select cases. Let's move it up a little bit and hit next. The option that I would like to see here is cases logged by agent. So I'm going to select that option here, or the data source, and select next. It's going to come up and ask me, what would I like to see within the gadget? What columns would I like to see? The reference ID is definitely one I'd like to see. The status, who it is assigned to, as well as the description. I'm going to select next. The default action, what would happen when I want to click on something within the gadget? What do I want to see? So I'm going to say go to list or report. And in the drill down action, I can go to the summary screen. I'm going to go next. And I'm going to give it a name. So this particular one we said was cases logged by agent. Cases by agent. And I'm going to say finish. The list should appear on the left hand side. And now I would like to go and add a chart gadget. So I'm going to go to create gadget again and go and select a chart. Bearing in mind, a user has to have access to reports here. On the chart, I would like to select SLA status. Let's have a look. Sorry. I'm not seeing it. Bear with me, please. My case SLA status. I'm going to just select that quickly and go next. The drill down action, I would also like to say go to report. The drill down, run report. Select next and give it SLA status as the name. I'm going to hit finish, and while that populates, before we add any more gadgets, I'm just going to move the gadgets that we have already on the thing into place. Now obviously you would like to move these into order of preference or priority depending on how you want to interact with your actual dashboard. So I've put those into place. There's one or two other gadgets that I think may be useful. I've got a couple of tabs at the top I just want to close. The last tab is the COVID-19 dashboard. It's an area that I know a lot of users and a lot of friends and colleagues are visiting at least once on a daily basis. So I might want to add this within Sage CRM dashboard. They don't have to navigate away from the system to actually have a look at the stats. It is something that affects the world. All right, so I'm going to add a list gadget and I'm going to add a record summary gadget. The list gadget I'm going to select is on the cases entity, and I would like to select my open cases by stage. I'm going to say next, select the criteria I would like to see within the gadget, and go next. The default option I would like to drill down the default action is report, and I'm going to say next. And the name of the gadget is open cases by stage. I'm going to say finish. Move it into place and just expand the gadget because I know there's quite a bit of content that's going to come through. I'm then going to go and add a record summary gadget. It's also on cases, and I'm going to say next. It is the case details screen, and I'm going to say case details as the name of the gadget. Just going to put it into place. Now we're not done quite yet. What we're going to do now is we're going to link these two gadgets. So I'm going to go to the links property and I'm going to say new link on the wizard. You can see the gadgets that it's chosen from is my cases by stage, and then I would select the detail gadget, which is case details. There are two options here. You have send data to and receives data from. The data link I know is case reference. I'm going to just select it on the side and say OK. The summary will show me exactly what's going to happen. I'm happy with that, and I'm going to say close. Now our gadgets are done, our dashboard is done. All we need to do is assign it to the relevant team or the relevant users. I'm going to go to template and select dashboard templates. You'll notice the dashboard is over here, Ocean CS Dash, and I'm going to go to assigned users. I'm going to click the assign button, which will then enable me to select the relevant users. Kylie Ward I know would like this dashboard, Graham as well as Damien. I'm going to hit save and then close this gadget. This window. Now I'm going to log in as a Kylie Ward. I'm not sure whether Kylie Ward has a dashboard set up as her login screen. We will have a look. I'm just going to click on Sage CRM there. Let it open up another instance. And I'm going to type in Kylie Ward. Now, if Kylie doesn't have a dashboard on the first screen, we're just going to navigate to the dashboard tab, where we would then be able to see whether the dashboard is coming up or not. Now, because it's been assigned, it actually should be the first dashboard that Kylie sees. There you are, Kylie Ward. And yes, our dashboard is coming up. You can see Ocean CS Dash there. And we can see our chart. The CL status, excuse the spelling there. I see that we have quite a few sitting at the medium SLA. Okay, the cases by agent, we can see notifications. There are no notifications. Let's have a look at her notifications. It's because she doesn't have any. Okay, we can see the CRM help, as well as our diary and the cases, the gadgets that we have just added. Let's see if they work. I'm just going to click on one of the cases over here. As you can see, the case details populate as soon as I select on the relevant case. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for your time. I hope you found this session to be informative and enjoyable. Thank you very much for attending this conference, and I hope to speak to you during the conference.